Hello everyone, this is Viren and welcome to the fantasy match preview for the all-important second T20 between India and South Africa. This preview is powered by Nostra Pro, and you keep in mind that you join us on the Telegram channel Fantasy Crick Pro for the final team. Now let's get to the preview for this game. So this is what the team combination looks like today for me, with 2 keepers, 4 batters, 2 all-rounders and 3 bowlers, along with lots of interesting GL options for you. So let's get to it. So first up, the keepers and the batters for this game. 2 keepers, Rishabh Pant and Quinton de Kock. Both of them looked in very good touch with the bat, and both of them will contribute for you with the gloves as well. So I don't think there's too much of doubt there. Quinton de Kock for now is going to be my captain, but totally based on the pitch and the conditions, I will make that change, as I'm generally more inclined to go with an all-rounder or a bowler. Then you look at the 4 batsmen for this game. First, my 3 Indian choices, Iyer, Gaikwad and Kishan. Now all 3 of them, there's not much to explain, as all 3 looked really good with the bat. Kishan does give an early chance here or there at times, so maybe that's a GL drop for you, while Gaikwad also looked in some sort of rush. So maybe if there's some movement up front, then it does make for some merit to drop either or both of them. The last batsman for me is David Miller. Now David Miller, I feel, was bowled to very poorly. Chahal was not used much against him at all, and while the numbers itself speak for how well Chahal has bowled to him, apart from that he does not play spin as well, so I don't know why. But yes, if you feel like this pitch will help spin in the middle overs or towards the end overs, then you have a punt drop there too. And now let's look at the all-rounders and the bowlers for this game. So 2 all-rounders, Hardik Pandya, who batted really well, finished the innings really well for India and bowled 1 odd over but was very expensive. And the second all-rounder is Dwayne Pretorius, who's going to be my vice-captain for this game. Was promoted, batted 1 down, gave some really big hitting, bowled very important overs as well, got an all-important wicket too. So I think that he is not only a vice-captaincy but an amazing captaincy choice as well, especially if you feel like there will be something in it for pace and bounce, because that also means that makes him more effective with the bat. Then you look at the 3 bowlers for this game. I think currently I'm going to go with Harshal and Bhuvi from India. Now I'm very inclined to take Chahal as well, but I'm not too sure about the way he was used in that last game. If he's going to be used more, then obviously I will 100% take him. So that will be something based on the player interviews, tosses, and that will be the incliner for me to take the final decision. But these are the 2 Indian bowlers, and if India bowl first, then they will surely be GL captains for me. So ensure you make that rotation. And the last bowler will be Kagiso Rabada, who bowled decently in the first game, didn't get a wicket or so, but he's a man of all class, so I think the wickets will come sooner rather than later. So this is my dream team for today. You too go make your team now on the Nostra Pro app, and remember that they have 100% cashback waiting for you on your first deposit. So use the code Fantasy Preview and join us on the Telegram channel Fantasy Crick Pro for the final team and all the updates. All the good luck to you. So now we have the preview for the new concept for you, 5-a-side. In this scenario, you make your team with just 5 players with a captain and vice captain. Why are we doing this? Simply so that you can save some time, and maybe if you're confused on some other options out of the 11, you simply pick 5. And now we have a 5-a-side team for the India versus South Africa game. I'm going to go with 1 keeper for now in the form of Rishabh Pant, who looked in really good touch with the bat. We have some credit issues sometimes in this section, so I'm going to go with the credit saving pick. Then the 2 batters in David Miller and Ishan Kishan, both of them looked really good with the bat. Both the lefties had a lot of 6s on offer there, so there is a lot of boundary bonus points for you. So maybe you have a GL captain in there for this format. And finally, Dwayne Pretorius and Harshal Patel, both of whom bowled really well, had some cutters, and though they went for a few runs, I think Dwayne with the bat is also going to be very important, and hence he's my captain, while Harshal Patel is my vice captain for this format. So you two go pick your 5-a-side teams now and win big. You two go make your picks now on the Nostra Pro app, and also remember to use the code Fantasy Preview to get 100% cash back on your first deposit. Stay tuned, win more, and all the good luck to you. So today we have a very interesting concept for you, the pick section, where you get a set of questions and you simply have to answer with either the number of runs or the number of boundaries that you predict are going to be made by a specific team or a specific player. So simply put, for each correct answer you get 20 points, and for each negative or wrong answer you get 8 minus points. But there's something to boost you up there. That's what we call as the boosters. So with the boosters, Each correct point is going to get you double the points there is, yes. And each booster that you use to save yourself, so we have a negative booster as well, where in case you answer it incorrectly, you won't get minus points for that specific question. So supremely interesting concept. And now let's get to my picks for the game. First one, it's the golden question: who will win between India and South Africa? I'm going to go with India. I'm expecting a comeback. Who will have the better batting strike rate between Kishan and de Kock? Now de Kock is going to open the batting and so is Kishan, so there's equal amount of opportunity, but de Kock is the more experienced man, so I'm going to go with him. Who will hit more fours between Pant and Bavuma? Pant is obviously the more attacking batter, so I think that's pretty straightforward. Who will score more runs between Shreyas Iyer and David Miller? I'm going to back Shreyas Iyer in this one, as I'm expecting India to use spin better against Miller in the second game. Who will Rituraj Gaikwad score 20 runs or more? Yes or no? I think yes, and especially with the way he attacks in the power play, he should get to that score in a canter. Which bowler will have the higher economy rate between Avesh and Rabada? Rabada is the experienced man, so I'm going to go with Avesh. Which bowler will concede more runs between Maharaj and Bhuvi? Now this is slightly tricky because Maharaj might not even complete his spell at all, in which case if he bowls half the overs or 3/4 of the overs that Bhuvi is bowling, he'll obviously end up conceding lesser runs. So Maharaj here. Which bowler will pick more wickets between Harshal and Nokia? I think I'm going to go with Harshal because I'm backing India, for which Harshal also has to do well. How many aggregate runs will be scored in this match? Less than 350, 390 or more? I think 390 or more. Both these teams have some really attacking batters, and we saw that in the first game. How many aggregate wickets will be lost in this match? Less than 8, 10 or more. I'm quite confident 10 or more. The bowlers are also going to learn and come back and give you a good performance. How many aggregate batsmen will hit a 4 in this match? Less than 8, 10 or more. So if I'm backing more wickets, it also means I'm expecting more batters to bat, so 10 or more. And finally, how many aggregate bowlers will have an economy rate of 10 or more in this match? Less than 4, 6 or more. I think less than 4 because, like I said, I'm expecting a comeback from the bowlers too. Now we have the power-ups, where if you're really confident about an answer, you go ahead and select the 2x because you know that you're going to get it right. And if you're not so sure, then you select a no negative because you feel that you don't want negative points in case your answer is incorrect. So I'm confident that India is going to win, so I'm going to go with the 2x there. While the strike rate question is slightly dicey one because Kishan also batted really well, so surely a no negative there. Apart from that, you have 2 power-ups each left. So go select all your power-ups right now and win big. And also remember to use the code FANTASYPREVIEW to get 100% cashback on your first deposit. Stay tuned, win more, and all the good luck to you.